Good morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lynn, and I hope that you had a wonderful Wednesday yesterday. Today is Thursday, March 18th, 2021. It is a day two. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. The Mindful Minute is a good way to get yourself settled and ready for the day, to arrive in the here and the now. We are no longer on St. Patty's Day yesterday, you know? We are here on Thursday, and for this week, it is the last school day for our students. Remember, we don't have school tomorrow. But before we get too excited about tomorrow and maybe your long weekend, let's just once again notice that there are blessings around us, and let's notice it. So get yourself settled, notice your body, bring yourself to a comfortable sitting posture, right? Not too slouched, not too straight, but just nice and comfortable, right? Take a deep breath in. Notice what smells are around you, right? Very good. And as you let them out, let your breath out, allow your eyes to scan your environment, focusing in on any one thing. Maybe something looks out of place, something looks in place. Find that one thing. Maybe it's interesting, maybe it's not something you normally find interesting. And just study it. Study its colors, its shape, its size. Once again, the shadows and how the light plays off of it, the textures. And then using both ears, pause, and listen. What do you hear? And if you believe that you hear nothing, think about what silence here sounds like. And finally, with the largest organ in your body, that's your skin, what do you feel? Very good. Now, use a breathing technique that you have used before or one that you are just learning. Remember, yesterday I taught the crab breathing technique. You could choose, I haven't done the rainbow breathing technique in a while. You could do that. Hot cocoa. There's the starfish breathing. That's what I'm going to do today. There's a smelling of the flower and the blowing out of the candle. Actually, a couple students in the cafeteria at lunch the last 2 days actually told me that was their favorite. And I was surprised because that's like one of the originals. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with liking one of the originals, right? So, all right, let's get ourselves settled. I like to close my eyes so you don't have to. But let's go ahead and take our first breath in. Feel that air going in through your nose into your belly. And as you breathe out, arrive in the here and now. Very good. And as you breathe in once again, be grateful for that air. Notice how the air nourishes you and your lungs. And then as you breathe out, allow your body permission to relax. Drop your chest, relax your shoulders. Breathe in once again. Feel the flow of that air as if it were the first breath you've ever taken. And as you breathe out, feel the flow of that air going back out into the world. Once you're in the rhythm of this, begin to notice inside inwards as you breathe in, such as your toes and your feet. And as you breathe out, notice your ankles, your legs, your knees, your hips, your lower back. Put a spotlight once again on your belly as you breathe in. Notice how that belly expands like a balloon as you breathe in, and it deflates along with your chest as you breathe out. Breathe in again. Experience that. And as you breathe out, notice both arms, both shoulders, both elbows, both hands. Breathe in again. Notice your neck and the head up top. Notice your nose as you breathe out. Finally, think about what feelings you have as you breathe in. Ponder if you have frustration or anger or sadness or happiness or excitement. Breathe in again. Sit with those feelings. Think about giving yourself that grace to allow yourself to have those feelings. As you breathe out, invite them in as you breathe in, and let them tell you what messages they need to tell you. And in due time, they too will switch out. Now, in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, that's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and yes, enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great, you can go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Mindful Minute. It's a great way to get ourselves, again, to arrive in the here and now, to really notice. Hopefully you're more aware of all the great things that are around you, right? And also, don't forget, we have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, be respectful towards others as well as to yourself. When people are asking you questions, answer. When you ask a question, you should have the respect of being answered as well. Respect is something that you do not just in class, definitely in the hallways, in the cafeteria, on the bus, right? I want to remind us all to be very respectful, not just to each other on the bus, but also to your bus driver as they're paying attention to the road. They don't want to be always looking back and listening for you, because if they're paying attention to what's behind them, they may not be paying as much attention driving that big machine called a bus in the road in front of them. But also, I want you to be respectful about the seats, right? We haven't had too many people scratching the seats, and that's all you. You guys made the right decision. That's you, not Mr. Lin. I'm proud of you guys for that. Keep it up. Same thing, be responsible. You want to be responsible with the bus. You want to be responsible with the noise that you make in the cafeteria. You want to be responsible with your materials that you bring to school and the materials you bring home. You want to be responsible with your iPad. You want to be responsible for other people. Going up to them and being responsible for their feelings and telling them, hey, I like you just the way you are. It's a good feeling. I hope somebody has told you that, and if somebody hasn't, hopefully maybe today that'll change. And if you haven't said that to somebody else, be responsible for them. Be responsible for their feelings, and go ahead. I challenge you. Let them know that you like them just the way they are. Help them out, right? And finally, show that you're ready. Show that you're ready for school, you're ready for class, you're ready to eat in the cafeteria, you're ready to listen to your teachers, right? You're ready to ride the bus. I know you know all about that. And then finally, in the month of March, we're spotlighting a character trait of integrity. Integrity is, doing the right thing when nobody else is looking. You want to be doing the right thing when nobody else is looking. You're not always in this to impress somebody else. Sometimes, even when you're alone, you have the right thing to do and you have the wrong thing to do. And sometimes the wrong thing to do might actually seem more fun. And when no one else is looking, you might want to do that. But if you have integrity, you're still going to do the right thing, even in private. So I want to encourage you to practice that. I know many of you guys do. And if you haven't, if you made some mistakes and you made the wrong choices, today is a great day to start all over again, right? Also, if Mr. Lin if you haven't heard it from me today, say when you were coming into the building, or if you haven't heard it from anyone else, I want to make sure that you heard this. Everyone deserves to hear this every day. I love you. And number 2, I like you just the way you are. So have a wonderful Thursday. I hope to see all of you guys around. If I miss you, well, guess what? I hope you have an awesome long weekend. Have a great Thursday.